the defense of its homeland.
Good evening. It is a prescription for war.
Of the most advanced warplanes in the world. This is the story of how that devastating.
Wearing a cowboy hat, graduate of countless hours of mortal combat, Medal of Honor and Warcraft, he will give it all that he has got.
Precisely on target. Used to take two different Navy aircraft for the F-15E and the F-111, but its Westinghouse computerized pulse Doppler radar allows it to track and bomb moving targets on the ground. Designed to give each pilot his 10 combat missions before he ever reaches the battlefield. Today, the American Air Commitment to the Desert Shield Force have spent their careers in constant training. Their state of...
Its people brutalized.
And through.
So I had no sense of guilt.
Are you religious?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Produce peace in the Middle East, nobody can.
There's been at least a dozen Jewish rabbis that have said the Messiah is on earth now.
Of all the financial titans and philanthropists of the 20th century, none are more complex or mysterious than George Soros. Like Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, and the Rockefellers, he amassed billions through ruthless business decisions.
Recapitalize the banks and then work on a better world order where we work together to resolve problems that confront humanity.
To ask him what his plans were. Walk into the office at 666 Fifth Avenue with his parents. He was offering no clue.
So you think you're going to get a job in the White House?
Have a good day. Thank
you. Jared Kushner is now inside his company headquarters.
He's been identified. He is soon going to make himself known. Son of God, divine birth, all of that. That's not the way the Jews look at the Messiah. They're looking for a king. They're looking for a political leader. As a matter of fact, Messiah to them means the anointed one, and it goes back to the ancient days when they would anoint a king and recognize him as this is the man that God sent.
Despite having no experience in politics or government, Jared Kushner is said to be one of Donald Trump's most trusted advisors.
We would say the second coming is about to happen, but...
Jared Kushner has no diplomatic experience, but he's become an envoy to foreign leaders, at times in place of the Secretary of State.
One of the crucial assignments Donald Trump already has in mind for his son-in-law, bringing peace.
A White House official says Kushner, who joined Mr. Trump on his recent trip to the Middle East.
President Trump declared that his son-in-law Jared Kushner could broker the toughest deal in the world.
He is so great. If you can't produce peace in the Middle East, no.
Jerusalem must remain a city that brings people of all faiths together.
Of all faiths together.
That the American-Israeli alliance has never been stronger. It's stronger than ever before under your leadership.
Promise for peace.
For peace.
There's nothing I would rather do than see peace between Israel and the Palestinians.
Israel proves every day the boundless power of freedom. This land is the only land in the Middle East in which Jews, Muslims, and Christians, and people of all faiths
participate
and worship freely according to their beliefs.
The United States and Jordan can help bring peace and stability to the Middle East, and in fact, the entire world, and we will do that.
Here, I wondered if there was any fool anywhere who believed that Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump care a damn about religion. Both of them are hypocrites, utter hypocrites.
Unimaginable opportunities.
Peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians.
However, this is not the end of history. The Jews will say this is the end of history. The Christians are going to wake up and rub their eyes, the ones who are deceived by Europe, and they say, but wait a minute, this fella there in Jerusalem who says he's the Messiah,